my pay. I got cams and pistons on layaway. Gotta get her together with some kind of time. Look at that power, now she's running fine. I got the will to get to Bonneville. Now I'm headed out to Utah in a beat-up Ford. I got the tailgate down and my bike on hitting the highway at a rapid pace. Driving day and night just to make a race. I got the will to get to Bonneville. Oh, mile after mile, driving to nowhere. Smile after smile, that's a greet you when you get there. I ain't got much money, so I gotta camp down around the corner from the old boat ramp. And when the sun comes up, I'm gonna ride my horse WFO down the Salt Flats course. I got the will to get to Bonneville.
Q14 through the timer 5:08.737. Looking good right down the middle. The crew will pick the bike up on the course. They do have a support vehicle with them.
Hello, my name is Dan Parker, coming to you today from the 2014 Bonneville Motorcycle Speed Trials. I have the honor of being interviewed by Lou Fisher for the Bonneville Stories, and I'd like to tell a little bit about myself and my history, where I came from and where I'm at today. I was a drag racer from the age of 18 till the age of 42. I was a 2005 ADRL Pro Nitrous World Champion, have won several smaller championships in drag racing pro modified cars throughout the Southeast. March 31st, 2012 was a day that changed my life forever. We were testing my 63 Corvette car in Steele, Alabama. At the 8th mile mark, at 175 miles per hour, the car made a hard right turn into the wall and completely cut the car in half. The engine was over 100 feet from the car when it all came to a stop. They tried to life flight me out. Just happened chance, weather came in, they couldn't, so they had to put me in an ambulance and drive 45 minutes to the University of Alabama. 2 weeks later, I woke from an induced coma for them to realize that my optic nerve had been completely compressed and I was 100% totally blind, and I will be for the rest of my life. When I came home, I had numerous injuries, pins throughout my arm, reconstruct my elbow, my wrist, my hand. I had months of hand therapy, back therapy, and throughout this process I had to have a dream and I had to have a goal in life to keep my sanity. One night in the middle of my sleep, I dreamed of the motorcycle that you see here before me, of becoming the first blind man to race the Bonneville Salt Flats. And I had to do this to know to myself that I could still have racing in my blood. I grew up racing. I'm a second generation racer. My father is 71 years old and still races, and I'm proud of that. And so I could not give up on the dream and the life that I've had for the first 42 years. So at the beginning it was slow. I had a lot of help of friends that believed in me, and along with my girlfriend Jennifer, and we started the process. And then I came to know the National Federation of the Blind, and they have a program called the Blind Driver Challenge. It's on YouTube, and a 100% blind person drives a car that has an amazing computer system in it that gives vibration tones up and down his back and fingers to give him the cues how to steer it. Mark Riccobono was the driver of the Blind Driver Challenge car. Now he's the president of the National Federation of the Blind. So I reached out to the National Federation of the Blind, told them what I had planned, what my dreams were, and went to Baltimore, and they realized I was serious about it, had the ability to fulfill this, and the organization to make it happen. So my next step was I reached out to Delvine, and I told her, I think the first time I called her, that this wasn't a joke, that I was a blind man wanting to race, that I was serious. And after many conversations with Delvine and everybody, they knew that, and they took a chance on me last year, and I made a pass last year and ran 55.33 miles per hour, so therefore I became the first blind man to race the Salt. But throughout this process, I'm proud to say that in my motorcycle, I built probably 50–60% of it, designed 50–60% of it. I still run my milling machine, my lathe, bandsaw, all my wrenches. I've done a little bit of wiring on the motorcycle. I can take it apart, put it together myself, and I'm the person that tested it. I have a guided system that's built by a great friend of mine, Patrick Johnson, who's an electronic engineer, and they give us course access before the race. We start a start point and a finish point. The guided system calculates the center line. It's based off of GPS. The guided system has several fail-safes in it that we demonstrated to Delvine and all the officials last year and this year, that as soon as I go 1 foot off center, I start getting a tone in my ear, my right ear. The further off center I go, the hertz increases. Same for the left ear. If I go too far, 20 feet right or left out of bounds, the guided system automatically shuts off the motorcycle. When I go through the finish line, the motorcycle shuts off. Patrick's in the chase truck with one button. He can hit the panic stop. It'll shut off the motorcycle. If they see a fire, water leak or anything safety concern, they can shut me off. We have two-way communication provided by racing radios that allows me to talk to the chase truck. If it loses Wi-Fi signal, GPS signal, if the hard drive overheats, it shuts off. So last year we were successful. This year I made 2 runs. I went 53.3 and then went 58.7. I'm really shooting for a FIM record of, I would like to go 65 miles per hour, but you know how it is at Bonneville. You take what you can get, and you always think you can go faster than you do. So we were in the lanes this morning early, and due to the weather, we had a little schedule delay, so I'm here interviewing with Lou and hoping to get back in the lanes. We've already certified my motor FIM legal, so if I can make my 2 successful runs, my class is open, and hopefully I'll come home with a single-cylinder, 2-stroke, 80cc cycle car record. And if everything's successful today, we're going to change some gear ratios on it, try to go back out tomorrow and see if we can up the record. But right now our main goal is to come here and get the record, and that's mission accomplished. It's absolutely amazing. Everyone here, from Delvine to the staff, the volunteers, the racer, they have embraced us, and everybody here is the same way. Not just me because of my situation. All the racers have the same sentiment that we're all here racers, here to help each other succeed, and look after each other. And it's been great. Bonneville, as we all know, is a special place on earth that there's so few of people to get to say in their lifetime they've raced the Bonneville Salt Flats. And I've never went to the Salt before my accident. I dreamed about it and had plans on building a Lakester before the accident, and actually had a belly tank sitting in my house on my chassis jig at the house the day of my wreck. But it just never happened. And so after my accident, I dreamed up my motorcycle and put this together with a lot of help of family, friends, support, sponsors, and without them it would not be possible. It'd still be just imagination. But when I came here last year, it just made me proud that I got to race the Salt, and I'm here again, same way again this year. You can go to nfb.org, and there's links there that you can. I would love for everybody to learn about the NFB. They aren't just a small member. We have 50,000 members throughout the United States. They reach people all around the world. Currently, there's 3 NFB training facilities. I'm at LCB, the Louisiana Center for the Blind, in training. I'll go back to LCB in 5 days from getting home to the Salt. They allowed me to take time away from school to come out here. It's a 9-month program. There's a training center in Denver, Colorado, in Minneapolis, Maryland, and people would be absolutely amazed at NFB members and the accomplishments and how they do in life, between their families, their work, raising families. It's amazing. And their whole goal in supporting me is to inspire other blind people to social awareness and inspire other blind people to know that blindness is only a characteristic. It's not our limiting factor. Ourselves are our limiting factor. And if a blind man can race a motorcycle at Bonneville Salt Flats, anything is possible. And and you just have to dig within yourself and set your goals high and work hard to achieve them. And it is possible. And that's the #1 thing that I've learned from the NFB. And I'm proud to be an NFB member, and will be for lifelong, and going to continue racing and keep raising my mile an hour mark.
Up and down the racetrack. get from Ponyville.
Flight 214 through the mile, 59.275.